World BB TV and Dish Network. All right. As we keep coming with the dhamakedar topics every week, this is another one, the 90-year topic, because as long as we know, nobody lives past 90 years. So today's topic is about 90 years, one H-1B. Strategies for a lifetime of visa use. This is very, very interesting, Andy. We know that usually there's like a 6-year limit on our visa usage, and many times we have to leave the country and such. Let's talk about what is this lifetime of visa use, and with one H1 and up to 90 years. Rahul garu, tell us about that.
Nitya garu, once you're selected in the H-1B lottery, okay, I want all the audiences that they don't need to get selected in their entire lifetime, which is the next 90 years, not 91 years, because they won't live that long. So how does that work? Let's say, for example, you got selected in the lottery of H-1B. Let's say Coca-Cola, your favorite company from Atlanta, files a H-1B for you, and you got selected and you get the H-1B with the I-94, okay? Of course, you're in H-4 or some other visa. So once you get selected in the H-1B, you don't have to get selected in the lottery again. People get confused. What happens? If you didn't complete the 6 years of H-1B, okay, you spend 1 year of H-1B here and with Coca-Cola, and then you want to go to India, and you want to return later on. How long after can you return without going to the lottery system? Can Pepsi file a H-1B for you and come back? How long? It is 90 years, okay?
Oh, wow.
Then let's assume that you get the H-1B from Coca-Cola, your favorite company in Atlanta. And then what happens if you change to H-4 EAD, or if you change to H-4? Can you come back to H-1B at any point of time? What if 80 years down the line, you still don't get the green card through your husband because the priority date is backlogged, and maybe your husband loses his job with this other company? Can you come back to H-1B? Yes, you can come back. Is there a time limit when you can come back? People always get confused. They think that there is a 6-year limit. Absolutely not. It's 90 years. You can come back. Now, there is a limit there. For example, people have some a little bit complex question I will ask that. Let's say, Nitya garu, that you complete 6 years on H-1B, maybe a 1 day, 5 years and 11 months and 28 days you complete on H-1B, and you move to H-4. Can you come back on H-1B at a later time? The answer is depends on, but there are clear ideas that I want to give it to our people. Because once you complete 6 years and you don't have an I-140 approval, everybody knows that the year limitation is 6 years, right? After 6 years, you cannot come back.
Correct.
So can you go to H-4 EAD and stay 1 year in H-4 EAD, or H-4 and come back? Not, because you have to spend 1 year outside the country to come back on a H-1B, and you have to go through the lottery system. This show's idea is never to go to the lottery system. Why? Because on H-4 also, you can file the green card application, perm labor and I-140. And based on that, once the I-140 is approved or 1 year is pending, you can come back to H-1B without going to the lottery system.
Okay.
A lot of people now, especially from bigger companies, let's say Microsoft or some other companies like that, they're not filing the green card application right now. Once they are not filing the green card application, what will happen to them? They will have to leave after 6 years.
Right.
So their idea would be that, oh, I'll go back to India and I will come back on a H-1B lottery system again.
Okay.
Yes, you can come back on a H-1B lottery system because you completed 6 years, because you have to stay outside the country for 1 year. You have to apply in the lottery, which is very tough nowadays to get it.
Correct.
But there is another system where you can find a company that can file the labor certification of green card, even though you're in India, or even if you're F1, even if you're H-4 not working, the company can file a green card application for you. And once the I-140 is approved, you can come back. So I want people to avoid the lottery system at all costs, because you want to go through the lottery system, you have to wait 1 year outside the country, and then you file the lottery. You have 1 in 5 chances to get the lottery system. So once you get the H-1B, it is for lifelong. That's what I tell. 90 years, not 91 years, 90 years.
Gotcha. Thank you, sir. Any other thing that people need to be on the lookout for, or anything that they can do to maintain
One
this thing?
thing is that there will be creative ideas once they get to the 6-year limits, and
Okay.
they need to understand it. The creative idea is not to go outside the country, spend 1 year, and come on the lottery system. That's the worst thing that they can do.
Right.
Because if they do the lottery system, though, then they will never be able to come back, because out of every 5, only 1 guy will get it. You have to apply the H-1B in the month of March, and you will get the approval in October. Yeah. So not a good idea for them to do that thing. They should try to avoid to go to the lottery. Now, first time they should go to the lottery, then they don't need to go to the lottery system.
And for such people, they don't have to wait till October, right? To
No, they don't, Nitya Garu. They can file the H-1B at any point of time. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Anytime they can file it. And they can do in premium processing. They can get the approval fast. There is no October for them.
Got it. Got it. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for that. All right. Anything else that you want to add, sir, at this point?
No, let's go to the questions, Nitya Garu.
Let's take our callers. Let's take our first caller for the day. Okay, caller with number ending in 1643. 1643, we ready for you now? Hello?
Hi, this is Hari speaking.
Hi, sir. How are you?
Hello, Rahul Garu. Thanks for taking my call. I have one question, Rahul Garu. So my advance payroll is expired, like in last August, in the last year. And I have applied for a advance payroll extension like somewhere in May 2023, and it's still pending. It's been almost like more than 8-9 months. So currently my I-485 EAD is also expiring this August in this year, and I'm planning to apply for an EAD extension in the next few days or so. So my question is can I apply for the advance payroll extension along with this EAD extension? As my previous AP extension is still pending.
You can. You absolutely can. A lot of people are telling that if they apply together, they're getting their EAD and advance parole together. Since your advance parole extension is still pending, and if you apply it, okay, that's fine. At the most, what they can do with your advance parole extension, they will deny it. If they deny it, it's not going to cause any problem. Why would they deny it? Because they can only deny because your previous advance parole extension has got approved. If they deny it, it won't cause any problem for adjustment status. The fact of the matter that you filed for 2 advance paroles, will it cause any problem for you? Absolutely not.
Okay, got it, Rahul Garu. And one more question. So while applying this AP extension, right? Do I need to mention that my previous AP extension is still pending?
No, you don't have to. There's no column where it says that your previous one is pending. There's nothing like that. You just file it.
Okay, got it. Thank you, Rahul Garu.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for calling, Andy. Okay,
thank you.
All right, sir. Thank you. Let's take our next caller. Okay, caller with number ending in 7155. 7155, we're ready for you now. Hello? Hello? Caller with number ending in 7155.
Yeah, hi. Hi, are you able to hear me?
Yes, sir, we can hear you, sir. Thank you for calling.
Yeah,
go ahead with your question, sir.
Thank you. Thanks, Rahul, for taking the call. My wife has a current H4 EAD, which was expiring in May of 2025. And then I changed my employer and she received her latest H4 EAD up to 2027. So she is continuing with her employer. So just wanted to check regarding the I-9. So should she do the I-9 verification in 2025, or can she do it right away with her employer for up to
Either way,
2027?
either way it is fine. Either way it is fine. Both EADs are valid.
Okay. Okay, sure. Yeah. So, but if she would like to go and do it, she can still do it. Or if she wants to wait until 2025, she can wait until 2025.
Either way, it's fine.
Okay, sure. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks again for taking the call.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for calling us.
It's like,
right.
Nitya Garu, you're traveling in a train with 2 tickets. So which do you need to show the ticket? It depends on whichever ticket you want to show to the TC, ticket collector, what we call it as.
Right.
That's fine.
All right. It's better to have 2 tickets than 1, I guess. All right. Let's take our next caller. Meanwhile, there's a question for you, sir. This is from Srinath. It says, without having a valid job, can we register for H-1B lottery?
That is considered to be fraud. If you don't have a job and the company is applying for a H-1B and you are conspiring to it, that means that you're conspiring to fraudulently trying to get an immigration benefit. No, no, no.
So this also goes back to all these multiple filings with these companies where you don't have real jobs, right?
Right.
Yeah.
That's exactly the whole reason why they're clamping on those multiple filing of the H-1Bs. That's exactly. So nowadays people are telling me that, oh, can I file? Now it's no longer any fraud. It's only employee centric. No, still do not file it, because if there is no job, do not file it.
Yeah. I guess H-1B is a job-based visa, right?
That's right. It's employment-based visa.
So hence the requirement for a job. So you cannot come without a job.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. On that note, let's take our next caller. Caller with number ending in 9941. 9941, we're ready for you now. Hello?
Hi. Good evening, both of you. Rahul and
Good evening,
Sridhar.
sir.
Hi.
Thank you for calling us, sir.
Yeah, I have a question regarding my in-laws. They visited in 2019. They stayed until 2020, kind of June. During that time, the COVID is very severe, like a pandemic situation. I applied for an extension before their I-94 expired, but after that, they left to India because after that emergency, they got the flight and they left to India. But after 1 year, maybe 1.5 years, they got a rejection for their extension here, but they have a 10-year visa. If they come, they want to come now, is there any problem, port of entry at this time?
No, but I want to cautiously say no, because I want all other people to understand the question a little bit more properly though. So let's say, for example, they came in 2019 December and their B2 is expiring in May of 2020, and you filed an extension before May of 2020. Okay.
Yes.
And
yeah.
And they left within 6 months after that. Is that right?
Yeah, they left in August of 2020.
So absolutely they can come back, no problem with it. But when they come back though, they need to show the B2 extension receipt notice. Okay?
Yeah,
they need to show that.
Extension receipt.
Yeah, make sure that you give it to them when they come back.
Okay.
And they can come back.
Thank you very much.
Okay? Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you very much for clarification.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for calling us. Okay.
Nitya Garu, it is true for this gentleman that they can come back, but it is not true for the other people to come back. Let's assume that they didn't file the extension. And let's assume that in May of 2020, their B2 I-94 expired. They didn't file the extension. Let's assume that they left the country in June of 2020. They cannot come back on the visa stamping, which is valid for 10 years, is right? Typically B2. They cannot come back. Why? Because if you stay unlawfully in this country for one single day, your passport visa is automatically cancelled. But in this case, though, they are not unlawfully present. Maybe there is a debate they're out of status because they filed an extension, which is pending. The USCIS did not determine that they're legal or illegal until they left the country. So their stay is may be considered to be out of status, maybe not. We call in our language post-bag. Okay? Post-bag, that's a case. So they left the country before the 6 months that they requested, and they're coming back, they're fine. But if they did not request, their passport visa automatically expires. And if they would have got the denial while they are in the country, and he said that it was from May to 6 months, which is about November he applied, but they left in August, okay? Let's assume that they got the denial in June or July, and they left the country. Then their passport visa is automatically cancelled. Because after the denial, their stay is illegal, and even if it's 1 day, their passport visa is cancelled.
Got it. Okay. Well, I guess lucky them. They've did the right thing. Okay. On that note, let's take our next caller, Andy. Rahul Garu, I have a couple of other questions here. One from Angel Pari 21 says, I have received 5 years of advance parole. Is it valid for multiple entry into the USA?
Absolutely. You can enter with the same advance parole the next 190 times. Let's keep the 90 lucky number.
Okay. So, is there anything that we need to look out for on the advance parole card or the document?
Yes.
You know, which...
Nitya, you brought a very right question, though. Look into the expiration date of the advance parole. And there are so many people who do the mistake that they don't look into it. So for Nitya, for example, if they get an advance parole, previously they were giving for 1 year and 2 years, is that right? Let's say the advance parole is expiring in December of 2023.
Okay.
And they traveled in November of 2023. They came back into United States.
Okay.
And the USCIS on the I-94 tells that their I-94 with advance parole is expiring in November of 2024. But the advance parole document says it is expiring in December of 2023.
Right.
Can they now travel outside the country and come back into the United States? No, no, no. Because in December of 2023, their advance parole expired. So many consultations I get it. Oh, sir, I'm trying to board the flight in Abu Dhabi and they denied my entry because my advance parole expired, even though my I-94 is there. So that is a big, huge mistake. Always watch what is there on the advance parole expiration date.
Got it. And sir, there was one other thing that I wanted to ask you. I kind of slipped my memory, but I'll come back to it in a short bit. And in the meantime, let's take our next caller. Caller with number ending in 0301. 0301. Hello? We ready for you now?
Hi, good evening. Good evening.
Hi, sir.
Yeah, I'm ready. Can you hear me?
Good evening, sir.
Hi.
Thank you for calling. Yes, sir.
Hi, good evening. Thank you for taking my call. Here my question is, I'm on H-1B with validity of September 2025. I do have approved I-114 EB2. My wife, she has I-114 EB1. Currently, she is working in India. I'm planning to go back to India and come back once her dates are current, like in EB1. Here, my question is, I'm planning to take a long leave, like a break. I want to take a break, like long leave. Will there be any problem while doing any kind of extension if I take a couple of years break? Why? Because when we are filing for EB1, we have mentioned AOS process for her. So for that, I think we need to come on H1 and H4. So will there be any problem if I take a long leave and while doing an extension?
What is an EB1?
Is
it EB1A, EB1B, or EB1C?
It is EB1C.
Okay, so if it's EB1C, will, once you come back on H-1B and H-4 or whatever visa you want to come back, will the company that filed an I-140 file the adjustment of status, or they won't?
Yeah, they will do. The same company she's working in India, they have the same branch in US. They will do.
Okay, so they will do it. Absolutely. You can take a break for 2 years, 3 years, 10 years, 90 years. Remember the 90 years, okay? And come back. As long as the company that filed for the EB1C for your wife is going to file the 483 application, you don't have any difficulty, none whatsoever at all.
Okay. If I want to do the extension, the H-1B extension, can I do it from India, or better to come back in the US and do it?
What do you mean by extension, though?
Sorry
How
for
long?
that. Sorry for that. Sorry for the question. If I want to do my H-1B extension, can I do it from India, or I should come back here?
Did you use up the 6 years of H-1B? Do you have an I-114 EB2, is that right?
Yes, sir. I have I-1 for in EB2. Yeah.
Absolutely. You can get a H-1B. I don't know, the technical word may not be extension, but to answer your question, can you get a H-1B in India? Absolutely, you can.
Okay. And if I go to India, do I need to inform USCIS if I go?
No, you don't need to. You don't need to. We'll go to the next caller.
Okay. So for okay. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for calling.
For him, the dialogue is the next 90 years, he can come back.
Sorry for that. Yeah, just last question. Sorry for the interruption. So for AOS process, I should come on H1 only, right? It's not like B1, B2 is not valid, right?
No, B1, B2 is not a valid way to come back.
Okay.
You can come back in H1B, or you can come back in L2. Your wife can come back in L1. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for calling. Okay. All right. On that note, let's take our next caller. Okay. Caller with number ending in 3300. 3300. We're ready for you now. Hello. Caller with number ending in 3300. Hello.
Hi, madam. Yeah.
Hi, sir.
Hello.
So thank you for calling, sir.
Thanks for
go ahead, sir,
the
with your
call.
question.
Yeah. So currently I'm on H-1B visa and my I-140 got approved. And recently I renewed my passport in India. I traveled to India like in last December. And I came on my whole H-1B visa, which is till April 2024. And I got extension for next 3 years till 2026. So do I need to go to CBP office and update my admit date in my I-94, or am I good to stay in US like until?
Wait, when did you enter into United States?
In January 27, 2024 with my new passport.
And after that you filed the extension, or before that you filed an extension?
Before that I filed extension. I filed in November last year and I got approval.
Until 2026. Until 2026, yes. But you traveled outside the country, yes. And when you came back, you only got the I-94 until April of 2024.
Yes, on my new passport, yes.
Okay. You the best option is right now for you to go outside the country to Mexico and come back. And when you come back, show them the H-1B approval that you got until 2026. Or 27. Okay. And make sure the I-94 is given until 2027. You can request the CBP to give it to them. Most of the time they won't. Sometimes they do. You can do that, or you can go to Mexico and do that. But you better do it before April.
Okay. Got it.
Okay. Thank you.
Even I can travel to India, right, if I want?
Yeah, but make sure when you come back, you don't do the mistake. What you did it previously. Show them the H-1B I-94 that you got it until 2026 or 2027, okay?
Okay, got it. And I have one more question. Currently, my wife is on H-4 EAD. So what kind of job is she eligible in America? Like she can do Uber, DoorDash, or is it legal?
She can flip a burger in McDonald's. She can be a Microsoft CEO. She can do the Uber. She can do DoorDash, but she cannot be a marijuana dealer, okay?
Okay.
Or any other drugs for that matter.
Okay, that's all.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for calling. Okay. So we have a what would Rahul do question, sir. He doesn't say what EB it is, but priority date is June of 2015. What will Rahul do? Nothing. Wait for your date to become current. Number 2, go to Canada for 1 year and try to qualify for EB1C. And number 3, prepare for EB1A.
Well, the first option definitely.
कौन सा option lock कर दिया जाए?
Yeah. So definitely if my priority date is somewhere in June of 2015 though, I would not wait. I would try to qualify for EB1C by going outside the country and come back in. If I am talented enough, which I am not, but I will try to go to EB1A. So those are the 2 things I would do.
Okay. All right. That's what Rahul would do, sir. Okay. On that note, let's take our next caller. Okay. Caller with number ending in 9019. 9019. We're ready for you now. Hello? 9019. We're ready for you. Hello? Please press *6 and to unmute your line. *6 to unmute your line. Hello?
Hi. Can you hear me now?
Hi, sir. Yes, sir. We can hear you, sir. Thank you for calling, sir.
Yeah.
Go ahead with your question.
Thank you. Yeah, I need to get on Rahul Garu. Yeah, I have a question. Like my current visa in 797 is expiring on May 31st, 2024. And my current I-94 is valid until March 31st, 2024. So it is 2 months less. I got I-94 validity. And my extension is applied on November 2024. So my project is going to end in March 1st, 2024. So my question is what will be my grace period? Is it until my I-94 extension validity March 31st, or I'll get 60 days since I have applied extension until April 31st?
First thing is that you have only until March 2024 to stay in this country, though. You don't have a 60-day extension after that unless your H-1B is approved, okay? What I want you to do right now is to get the premium processing of the H-1B approved. Once you get the H-1B approved, your stay will expire 60 days from the time you get laid off.
Okay. Yeah, but I have just, 1 more week until March 1st. But no, if I'm not,
but wait, you can still do premium processing right now. So when are you getting laid off though?
I think March 1st. So I'm not sure my employer will accept that because this is a 1 week.
So if he does not accept it though, when is your I-94 expiring, you are saying?
Yeah. March 31st, 2024.
So you have you don't have 60 days. You have only until March 31st to convert to B2, convert to H4, or convert to F1, or leave the country, or file a H-1B with a different company.
Okay, so if I move to B2, is it how it will be for moving back to H1? So usually we need to have the last few paychecks for the applying for H1, right? So is that when we are in B2, so those are not required because B2 we will not be getting any paycheck?
Of course you can't. If you get a paychecks, your H-1B will be denied because you're working illegally in United States.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. So
You don't need pay stub. You should not have pay stubs.
Okay. Okay. And
Okay.
one following up question. So I might get one project like that is in a different state. My current extension is applied for my home location and current employer location, client location. So I need to go there for just 1 week for like for the training. So do I need to apply for a amendment for that?
Technically speaking, if you're only going for 1 week though, only 1 week though, you do not need to apply for an amendment though, if it's only 1 week. If it's more than that, it requires. Okay. Thank you.
But if I need to apply, so does it impact my extension, or do I need to withdraw extension and put an amendment?
If it requires that you stay outside to the client side more than 7 days.
More than 7 days, yeah.
Yeah, you need to file amendment plus extension one more time. Okay?
Okay. Yeah, got it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for calling us. Okay, let's take our next caller. Let's take our next caller. Okay, caller with number ending in 9604. 9604, we're ready for you now. Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Hi, sir. Yes, we can hear you, sir. Thank you for calling. Go ahead with your question.
Yeah. Hello, Rahul garu. Na peru Vinay. My question is, నాకు H-1B 2025 March work ఉంది and I-140 అప్రూవ్ అయిపోయింది. మా వైఫ్ కి H-4 EAD కూడా ఉంది.
Okay, things are going good for you.
క్వశ్చన్ ఏంటి అంటే ఇప్పుడు ఎంప్లాయర్ ఏ నుంచి నేను ఎంప్లాయర్ బి కి మూవ్ అవుదాం అనుకుంటున్నాను, which will 180 days March ending లో అయిపోతుంది. So
the I-140 I-140 after the I-140 approval, you're speaking about 180 days?
Yes.
You're listening to TVASIA, very good. That's good.
ట్రాన్స్ఫర్ అవ్వాలంటే యా ఆల్రెడీ అంటే నాకు ఎంప్లాయర్ బి ఆపర్చునిటీ కూడా రెడీ ఉంది, కాకపోతే అది సెప్టెంబర్ ఆఫ్ 2024 నుంచి స్టార్ట్ అవుతుంది. సో నేను ఏ నుంచి బికి ట్రాన్స్ఫర్ అవ్వాలి అంటే బెస్ట్ స్ట్రాటజీ మీరేం సజెస్ట్ చేస్తారు?
H1, H4 and EAD, all of them file it together.
ఓకే. అండ్ ఈ ట్రాన్స్ఫర్ ప్రాసెస్ కి ఎంత టైం పడుతుంది అండి నార్మల్ గా?
Normally it takes about 4 to 6 months, but you always have an option of payroll processing.
ఓకే. అండ్ ఈ మీన్ వైల్ ఈ ట్రాన్స్ఫర్ ప్రాసెస్ లో నేను ఎలిజిబుల్ టు వర్క్ అండి ఎంప్లాయర్ ఏ, లేకపోతే అది నేను ఏం వర్క్ చేయొద్దా?
You can work. So if the transfer has been filed from company A to company B, can you continue working with company A? Absolutely you can. What if the company B's H-1B is approved? Can you still continue working with company A? Yes, you can.
Okay, got it. Thank you, Ani.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for calling.
Yeah, thanks.
All right. Before we take our next caller, Rahul garu, there's a question. This is from Anguri Srinivas. Says, can we get promoted to manager under H-1B within US and apply for a green card under EB3 category? Please guide.
Not EB3. I think so. He meant to say that EB1C category. The answer is no. The answer is no. For EB1C category, you have to work for its foreign affiliate for at least 1 year. That's an absolute requirement.
Got it. Okay. So Anguri Srinivas, if you're watching this, please try to call us so we can, clarify this a little bit more for you. And on that note, let's take our next caller. Caller with number ending in 4788. 4788, we're ready for you now. Hello? Please press *6 to unmute your line. *6 to unmute your line. Hello?
Hello? Nitya, do you hear me?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. We can hear you. Please go ahead with your question, sir.
Hi, Nitya garu. Hi, Nitya garu. Hi, Rahul garu. I have one question regarding the birth certificate. So my wife's birth certificate is in July, but in all certificates like education certificates and passport and all, it is in June. Date is correct, but it's June and July is a mismatch. So does it impact any?
You have two solutions here. One is you can change everything, including passport and I-94, everything what you can possibly do. Educational documents, people don't look into the date of birth that much. That's one way of doing it. You can take to the Indian consulate and then change the passport and then extension and everything. You can change as the things go. The other way is you go to India to correct that date. Because I don't know which one is correct, and I don't want you to answer that question to me. So either of those solutions are needed before she gets a green card.
Okay. One more question, so my current I-140 was approved with company A, and I'm planning to move to a company B. But they're in the they're ready to process in premium. Why? But nowadays I-140 is taking 2 years.
When was your I-140 approved?
2019.
Okay.
September.
Keep going.
So, but my upcoming company, new company, if they file I-140, but that I-140 takes 2 years. Can I change during that process to another company if I get another opportunity?
Only in the next 90 years. So let me explain you. Once your I-140 is approved, okay, your priority is established for you. The I-140 is given to you. So you're moving from company A to company B, and company B is in the process of filing or never files, never in the process of labor and I-140. Can you move from company B to company C? Absolutely, you can. Can you move from company C to company D? Neither company B has applied for the I-140, nor company C has applied for the I-140. You can. Can you move to company D to company E? Absolutely, you can. In the next 90 years, you can continue doing all these things.
Okay, even though second company I-140 is still pending, we can move, right?
Absolutely right.
Oh, and can they file in the same category, or they can downgrade or upgrade?
It won't matter. Remember the 90-year rule? How does it matter to you?
Okay.
Whether if you're an EB3, can they file an EB2? Absolutely. If you're an EB1, can they file an EB3? Absolutely, they can.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Rahul.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for calling us. Okay. All right. Let's take our next caller. Let's take our next caller. Okay. Caller with number ending in 6311. 6311, we're ready for you now. Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Hi, sir.
Yeah. Hey,
sir, go ahead
hi.
with your question.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you. Yeah, we can hear you, sir. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Yeah, so I came on L1B blanket visa last year, and blanket visa is going to expire mid of June 2024. I mean, my I-94 is valid until mid of June this year. So my company is actually filing L1B individual visa instead of again going with blanket renewal. They're trying to file individual visa, and that is in process currently. And I also want to file H-1B visa with another employer. So I want to know if my H1 is picked and my L1B individual is still in process. Can I still proceed with H1B, the application and all those process?
You can. Absolutely, you can. Now, there are slight chances that they may give a H-1B without the I-94. But most probably they will give a H-1B with the I-94.
Okay. And if my L1B individual is rejected, and and my H1 is picked, I will know by end of March if my H1 is picked or not. And if my L1B is rejected, and I will come to know in maybe April or May. Will my H1 be still valid, or should I leave the country and come back
It will
again?
depend. It will depend if you got an I-94 or not. Most probably, if the L1A extension is denied, though, you may have to leave the country and get the H1B stamping and come back into the country.
Okay. And my I-94 is valid until June, mid of June. That's it. Currently.
Yeah, that's good.
So,
if the L1 extension get denied, you may have to go outside the country and get the stamping.
Okay, and even if it is still in process, still I can go with H1.
Absolutely,
with the receipt maybe.
We'll go to the next person. Yes, sir. You can.
Okay, all right. Okay. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for calling us. All right. Let's take our next caller. Sir, I have one question for you in the meantime. This is from Arjun Agnimitra says, for an I-140 approval under EB1C, is there any advantages of entering the US on L1A versus an H-1B?
One more. Can you repeat the question, Nitya?
Sure, sir. Yeah. He says, for an I-140 approval under EB1C, is there any advantage of entering the US on an L1A versus an H-1B?
No, there's no advantage or disadvantage. You can enter into H-1B or L1A, and you can file the 485 application once the date becomes current.
Got it. Let's take our next caller. Next caller, please. Okay. Caller number ending in 1510. 1510, we're ready for you now. Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am, we can hear you. Thank you for calling. Go ahead with your question.
Yeah, thank you. My name is Ritu, and I have a couple of questions for the Rahul sir.
Go ahead, ma'am.
Go ahead.
Yes. So, sir, I'm on H-1B, and there's a need to travel to India for a family emergency in next 2 weeks. Please note that I do receive an advance parole from my husband's application last week. So may I use that to enter into the U.S. and then, still keep my H-1B?
Absolutely. You can enter back in advance parole and your H-1B is still active. You can extend the H-1B, you can amend the H-1B, you can transfer the H-1B even though you traveled into the country in advance parole. Even though I-94 says that you traveled in advance parole, you can do all three things that I said.
Okay. And sir, what documents should I carry with me?
Just the advance parole document, H-1B, that's all. You may just want to carry with you a 485 receipt notice. And don't show any of these things, what I tell, except the advance parole when you come into the United States. There is a possibility, depends on the airport, they may take you to secondary. What does a secondary means? You go to the airport, you just get off the airplane and you go to the CBP officer. The CBP officer will tell, hey, you wait here. And then he will call a escort. Escort comes with a gun, okay? And the officer will escort you to a small room. Don't be panicked with it. It's just a normal process. The CBP officers who are sitting at the desk some of them don't have an authority to process advance parole. They take you to a small room. They make you sit in a small place there, okay? Congested with all kinds of people, including the drug dealers, okay? So don't get panicked, okay? Don't get panicked. Don't get panicked. And they will process your papers and look at your papers and they'll process. It takes about 15, 20 minutes extra, okay?
Okay. But so that's possible. Because I don't
Absolutely.
believe I'm going to get my like stamping done in the short time. So we are
Don't
thinking to
do
go
that. You
route
don't
then.
need to. You don't need to do that.
Okay. Okay. Sounds good. That's it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for calling us.
Thank you. Yeah.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Let's take our next caller. Okay, caller with number ending in 8413. 8413, we're ready for you. Hello?
నమస్కారం నిత్య గారు.
Namaskaram, sir.
హలో,
చెప్పండి, sir. Thank you for calling
నమస్కారం
us.
రాహుల్ రెడ్డి గారు. నమస్కారం.
నమస్కారం అండి.
థ్యాంక్స్ అండి. థ్యాంక్స్ ఫర్ టేకింగ్ మై కాల్. నాది లైడ్ ఆఫ్ అయిపోయి 2 months దాటిపోయింది. అన్ఫార్చునేట్లీ 2 months లోపల ఉద్యోగం సంపాదించాలన్నారు కానీ అది కాలేదు. ఐఎమ్ ఎక్స్పెక్టింగ్ అండ్ మార్చిలో నాకు ఉద్యోగం వచ్చే అవకాశం ఉంది. కపుల్ ఆఫ్ ఇంటర్వ్యూస్ ఆర్ ఇన్ ప్రోగ్రెస్. 7 years L1A I-94 అయిపోయింది నాది. ఆల్మోస్ట్ March 10th 2024కి 7 years అయిపోతుంది. నేను లేడ్ ఆఫ్ అయిపోయాను December 20, 2023. మరి 2 months దాటిపోయింది సార్. మరి ఎట్లా చేయాలంటారు ఇప్పుడు? నెక్స్ట్ 3-4 నెలలు అయినా పర్లేదా?
లేదు సార్. మీరు ఇప్పుడు ఏ వీసా మీద ఉన్నారు? L1 విధానం ఉన్నారా? H1కి వచ్చినరా?
H1కి రాలేదు, L1Aలో ఉన్నాను. I-94 వచ్చేసి ఎక్స్టెన్షన్లలో March 10th వరకు ఉంది.
అది కాదు సార్. ఇప్పుడు L1B L1A మీరు 7 years అయిపోయింది అంటారు కదా.
7 years అంటే ఇయర్స్ వైజ్ అయిపోయింది కానీ డేస్ వైజ్ మరి రేపు పొద్దున March 10th వరకు ఉంది. అంటే ఇంకొక ఎగ్జాక్ట్లీ 15 days ఉంది.
ఇప్పుడు మీకు వేరే జాబ్ ఇచ్చినా కూడా ఆ కంపెనీ మీకు ఏం ఫైల్ చేస్తుంది? ఏ వీసా ఫైల్ చేయాలి మీకు?
నాకు GCEAD ఉంది. I-485 ఏవో GCEAD ఉంది.
ఓకే, మీరు మరి మొదలు చెప్పాలి ఈ మాట.
అవగావాలా బువ్వ కావాలా సార్, గుర్తున్నానో లేదు కానీ సార్ నిజంగా చాలా టెన్షన్ వచ్చింది.
సో మీరు ఒక పని చేయాలి సార్. యూ హ్యావ్ టు కన్సల్ట్ a lawyer privately because there is no 60 days for the unemployment on the adjustment of status EAD. Okay, you have to consult. There are some creative ideas. You need to speak with a lawyer. Okay.
రాహుల్ గారు మీ ఆఫీస్ లో
ఓకే సార్. అంటే ప్రాబ్లం ఇల్లీగల్ గా అయితే ప్రాబ్లం ఏం లేదు కదా? ఆఫర్ వచ్చిన తర్వాత
ఆఫర్ రాకముందు కలవాలి సార్ మీరు.
ఆఫర్ రాకముందు కలవాలంటారా? ఓకే సార్.
ఓకే ఓకే,
థ్యాంక్ యూ.
థ్యాంక్ యూ.
రాహుల్ గారు మీ ఆఫీస్ లో ఎవరిని కాంటాక్ట్ చేయొచ్చండి?
I will be the right person for it, or Emily will be the right person. But one thing I want to note, Nitya Garu, that if the there is no 60 days in the adjustment of status EAD, he is wrongly thinking that he is an L1A right now. He is not an L1A. He is an adjustment of status. In the adjustment of status, there is no 60 days. He needs to keep it. There are creative ways. He can be self-employed. His wife can employ. He can get a job offer from some company and still stay in the United States.
ఓకే సార్, అయితే మీరు వింటున్నట్టుంటే దెన్ ప్లీజ్ సార్ రాహుల్ గారిని కాంటాక్ట్ చేయండి అండ్ సెటప్ సెషన్. సో
వింటున్నానండి నిత్య గారు. అంటే 2 నెలల్లో రాకపోతే ఏమన్నా ప్రాబ్లం వస్తుందేమో అని.
Yes, there is no 60 days for you. There is no 60 days for you.
Okay.
Thanks అండి.
ఒక నెల అటు ఇటు అయినా పర్లేదంటారా?
లేదండి, మీకు అటు ఇటు కాకూడదు. There are some creative ways. Okay. Thank you. Thanks, Andy.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Okay, let's take our next caller. Let's take our next caller, Andy. Okay. Caller with number ending in 9085. 9085. We're ready for you now. Hello? Caller with number ending in 9085. We're ready for you now. Hello? Please press *6 Andy to unmute your line. *6 to unmute your line.
Yeah, able to hear me?
Yes, sir. We can hear you, sir. Thank you for calling. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Hi Reddy garu, hi Nitya. This is regarding RFE which I received while doing my H-1B transfer process. And
Keep
So
going,
please
sir.
press *6 again to unmute your line. For some reason, it's gone back into mute. Hello, sir. *6 to unmute your line again.
Hello? I did
Hello, sir.
start.
Go ahead,
Hello?
sir. Go ahead.
Yeah, hello, able to hear me?
Yes, sir. We can hear you, sir. Please go ahead now.
Yeah, it's regarding RFE which I received from USCSC as part of my H-1B visa transfer process, and that stating that like I have maintained H-1B status since last approval notice to up to present date, and my H-1B recent amendment was approved on June 20th, 2023. So this was something about like some background, but I have two concerns here. So thing is like my employer has been running taxes based on his state of residence, not my amended address state. Although my pay stubs and W-2 correctly display my current address and have accurate federal tax deduction, and he paid the taxes to the federal as well, and I'm not sure like whether it's going to be issue or not, but I think it's a minor, but I need Reddy's suggestion on this.
So if, let's say, for example, you're in New Jersey and your company is in Texas.
And also second one is one of my June pay stub reflects 32 hours only due to personal paid time off. Although like it is for the whole month, like it's a pay time period is whole month it is mentioned. Like I just need to check these issues potentially impact my RFE response negatively, or how I can proceed.
Got it. Which state you are in, which state your company is?
Yeah, company is in Michigan and I'm from Colorado.
Okay, so they paid the Colorado taxes, state taxes, instead of paying the they paid the Michigan taxes instead of Colorado. Is that right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
So okay, you should provide the pay stubs, and you should explain them that, hey, look, I am working in Colorado. The employer is may have been supposed to pay the taxes in Colorado. But if they are paying taxes in Michigan, I am not at mistake. If there is anybody who's a mistake, that's a company. And I've contacted the company to correct it. Send an email to them. Hey, correct my taxes. Okay. And this 32 hours that you're speaking about, I was on a personal leave. Here is the leave application I sent to email or something like that. I was on a personal leave on that particular day, or emergency thing that you took off on that particular day. And that's the reason it's 32 hours. I'm not expecting any problem if you explain it very clearly.
Okay, but thing is, I don't have anything, any leave applied or any. So it's a basic consultancy. So it's a like Indian, it's a Indian consultancy kind of consultancy.
You can explain to them I took a leave on that day, even if you don't have a documentation. Okay.
So should I mention these things to my attorney so that like he will be taking care of that?
Of course.
Okay, sure. So thanks a lot, Rahul.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for calling us. Okay, let's take our next caller. Sure. Okay, caller with number ending in 6389. 6389, we're ready for you now. Hello? Please press *6 to unmute your line. *6 to unmute your line.
Hello?
Hello?
Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yeah, you're audible, sir.
Yeah, yes.
Thank you for calling us, sir.
Yeah, yes.
Hi, Andy.
Hi. My question is related to like investing, Andy, and like while on F1 visa or H1 visa, can we invest in stocks, Andy?
Absolutely.
Means yes, but are we also allowed to do day trading?
Yes.
And also like what are the profits that we gain through stock trading? Like, is that amount should be less than our main source of income? Is there any rule like that?
No. You can make $10 million in day trading, and your salary can be
per month
only
or like
60,000 per month. You can make 10 million per month.
Oh, I need to take your phone number.
Okay,
What is
there
this?
Oh, no. Just casually asking, Andy, because there are a lot of misconceptions all over the social media. Because someone say like you are not allowed to earn anything more than your prime source of income. Like that, some kind of like rumors or like some kind of misinformation is being circulated. That's why.
That's because jealous people like Nitya Garu are telling those things. Okay.
No, I just want the phone number. I'll give you bank account number. You just transfer. That's all.
Okay.
I don't need anything.
And also, one more, Andy.
You absolutely can make
during the green
whatever
card.
income you want. You absolutely will have no problem, none whatsoever at all. If you make lots of money, and if ever you have any problem with that money, contact Nitya Garu, okay?
Yes, please.
Okay, and also one more, Andy, like during green card processing or any kind of immigration visa processing, do they also like check our stock portfolio or anything like that? We just have to pay the taxes. That's it, right?
That's it. If they check the portfolio and all those things, they will come and sell it. Okay? If you make $10 million, they'll sell it.
Yeah, there won't be. Yeah, but it doesn't incur any violation, right? To our status,
No,
or we didn't
none whatsoever at all.
made any violation. Okay.
You making $10 million,
Okay, yeah,
you're paying taxes of $3 million, absolutely good for everybody, okay?
They'll probably ask you how you manage that, sir.
Yeah, very, very similar to Nitya Garu.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Andy. Thank you.
Okay.
That's it. Yeah, thanks. Bye.
Guys, I just want to tell you that I'm not an investment advisor. I'm just an immigration person. I only answer the question whether or not he can legally do it or not.
Absolutely. All right. Thank you for that, sir. And thank you for calling us, sir.
Bye.
Yeah, and you can send your millions to us. I'm going to shamelessly ask. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. Bye.
All
Thank
right,
you, Andy.
bye.
Bye.
Thank you, sir. Let's take our next caller. Okay, caller with number ending in 3754. 3754, we're ready for you now. Hello? Caller with number ending in 3754. Please press *6 to unmute your line. Please press *6 to unmute your line. Caller with number ending in 3755. Hello?
Hello?
Hello, ma'am?
Is I audible? Hello?
Yes,
I audible?
you're audible, ma'am. Thank you for calling us. Yeah, please go ahead with your question.
Yeah. Hi, Nit. Yeah, hi, Nitya. Hi, Rahul.
Hi.
I have a question. Like, I'm on H-1B. I got a new job in Feb, and my LCA got filed on 20th Feb. But I don't have a pay stubs of December and Jan. Can I provide a W-2 tax form of 2023 for H-1B transfer?
Why don't you have the pay stubs for the December and Jan?
My employer didn't provided it. It has some issues.
What
issue?
The
payroll.
What issue?
The payroll website has some issues, so I couldn't download. So can I provide alone the W-2 tax form for H-1B transfer?
Wait. So the employer paid you, you received the money, but you're telling that there is something wrong online system?
Yes.
Okay, you can provide the bank statements saying that you received the pay stubs.
Okay.
You
And
can
I
just
have a
show
question like
you receive, let's say ABC company paid you the money. It comes in your bank account, is right? Instead of pay stubs, you can provide that.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, I got clear from that. I mean, what if like if we do not provide a bank statement or pay stubs, only W-2 will work for H-1B transfer?
No. I get your idea that you did not receive the payment at all. Okay, you need to contact a lawyer privately. Okay.
I mean, for Jan month, I don't have. For December, I have, but I am filing my H1 transfer in Feb, right? So is it?
So is it within 60 days from the time of December?
Yeah, sorry, can you come?
Is it within December, what time that you receive the paycheck? Is it 1st or 31st?
Yeah, December 1st.
So December 1st to January 1st to February 1st, it's more than 60 days. So that is not allowed. You have to contact immigration lawyer privately, okay? You have only 60-day grace period without having a job, okay? And since December 1st was the last paycheck.
But I'm not, sorry to interrupt. I'm not terminated or from the job.
Are you working?
Working
on December 10th, did you work? On December 10th, did you went to job? On December 10th, did you went to job?
Yeah, December, January also I went. I mean, Jan 23rd is my end of my project.
So I cannot conceive the idea that they didn't pay you while you went for the job, though. So if they didn't pay you, if you went for the project, they should pay you some. Did they pay you? Did they not pay you? You said that they didn't have a paycheck. I didn't download it. And then now you said that the bank statement was not there. I'm really confused now.
So I'm clearing you like I didn't get paid for December and January up to Jan 2023, but I have a W2 tax. Can I go?
No,
with,
W2s are not enough for you to transfer the H-1B. You need to have a pay stub. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for calling us. All right.
Thank you.
Let's take our next caller. We call our number ending in 6477. 6477, we're ready for you now. Hello? Caller with number ending in 6477, we're ready for you. *6 to unmute your line. *6 to unmute your line. Hello?
Hello.
Hello, sir?
Hello, Nitya, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, we can hear you, sir. Thank you for calling. Go ahead with your question, sir.
Hello, Nitya, ma'am. Hi, Rahul Garu. This is regarding my wife's advance parole. She has got her first advance parole and it is expiring on September 30th, which is like, so in 6 months down the line, she has to apply for a renewal, which is like nothing but April 1st. When she is applying for the advance parole extension, which is on April 1st, she also has plans to travel to India sometime in May and stay in India for 4 months. The question is like, while she comes back, her first advance parole will be valid, but will there be any problem to the extension of the advance parole that's been applied?
No. Since this is an extension of advance parole, it will not be a problem. If this was the initial advance parole, that would have been a problem.
Okay, sir. And another quick follow-up question. She is planning to stay there for 4 months on kind of a vacation. Is that 4 months allowed, sir?
Is she a dependent for 85% or the main person?
She is a dependent for 85%.
Absolutely not a problem.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for calling, Andy. Yeah, appreciate it. Okay. Let's take our next caller. Let's take our next caller, Andy. All right, caller with number ending in 1177. 1177, we're ready for you now. Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Hi, sir. We can hear you, sir. Please go ahead with your question. Thank you for calling us.
Hi, Nitya Garu, Rahul Garu. Thanks for taking my call. I have a question. So, my spouse current H4 and EAD are going to expire in December 7, 2023 this year. So, when can we apply for an extension?
2023 is not this
year. 2024. Sorry.
The H4 I-94 H4 I-94 is expiring in December 2024, is that right?
Yeah, H4 and H4 EAD both are expiring in December 2024.
And now you got the H-1B approval, is right? Until what time your H-1B is approved?
Until next year, July 2025.
Oh, you can file the extension right now.
So, is there any, I heard like there should be 6 months before expiring, otherwise they will not accept the application. Is that true?
No, no, it's true in most of the senses, but not in this sense. You can apply the H4 plus EAD extension right now.
Oh, okay.
Okay, all right. And also one more thing, we have a 4-year-old US born kid at home. So can we travel to India without OCA card?
Yes, because there is a way. Are you traveling within certain days, 30 days coming back, or are you traveling for more than that?
I'm traveling for more than that. I mean, due to some emergency, I need to travel. So if I can take my 4-year-old US born kid to India without
I don't know
OCA
the
card, that will be.
I know I don't know the exact rules, but there is a visa on arrival for the US citizens. So you can apply online, okay, and you will get the approval. But I don't know if the kid is allowed to stay for more than 30 days. That part I don't know. I know for 30 days you don't need a visa. You can apply online, like 1 week before. You can apply online, or even a day before. You can apply online, and as soon as the kid lands, they will grant them 30 days.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. Yeah. Yeah, that's all I wanted to know. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Yeah,
sir.
thanks.
Thank you so much for calling us. All right. Let's take our next caller.
Online, like 1 week before, you can apply online, or even a day before, you can apply online.
0165. 0165, we're ready for you now.
They will grant
Hello?
them 30 days.
Caller number ending in 0165. We're ready for you.
That's all I wanted to know. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello?
Yeah, thanks. So much for calling us. All right.
Hello?
Let's take our next call.
Caller with number ending in 0165. We're ready for you. Please press star 600 to unmute your line. Star 6 to unmute your line. All right, we'll just give this user 1 minute, come back to them. Okay, caller with number ending in 0844. 0844, we're ready for you now. Hello?
Yeah, thank you, Nitya Garu and Rahul Garu for taking my call. I have, yeah. Thank you so much. First, thank you so much, Andy, for all the service you're doing for community.
Thank you, sir. Go ahead with your question, sir.
Yeah.
Please. Thank you for calling us. Yeah.
So, Rahul Garu, I have 2 questions, Andy. My EAD is in 2015. My kid is going to age out in 2020.
EAD priority date is 2015.
Sorry, my bad. EAD is in 2015. My kid aging out is in 2025. So my question is, due to my extension renewal in May 2024, I'm planning to do, or my company is planning to do, concurrent filing for my H1 and H4 EAD and H4. So for my aging son, is it suggested I do H4 at the same time, or do start conversion for him?
You can, so by the time he'll be 20, is right? You can definitely file an extension. Which month is your H-1B expiring? Which month is your son is going to become 21?
He's going to become April 2025, 21 years. My visa extension is due in May 2024. So everyone else, all dependents on my 2024. So companies filing all concurrent H4 and H4.
Got it. Yeah. Okay. Here is what I want you to do. Go ahead and file for the extension of your son's, your wife's H4 plus EAD. Okay. But make sure you tell the lawyer to apply for your wife and son separately and pay separate filing fees. Why? Because if your son becomes 21, though, your wife is always under 21, is right? So they will give the H4 for her when your son is becoming 21. You got the point? So file H1, H4 for your wife, and H4 EAD for your wife, and H4 of your son. H4 should be filing fees, a double filing fees here for H4. Okay? Get the extension done. And lawyers forget it. Believe me, I mean, sometimes we're absent-minded. The kid comes in, why do we charge extra money to this guy? Filing fees, it's all free, okay? We just put in one application. Remind them that, hey, the H4 should be filed separately because my son is becoming 21 in 1 year, okay? File H1, H4 and EAD for your wife and H4 separately for your son. And then once it's approved, then you file for F1 for your son.
Oh, okay, got it. Yeah. So my son should be separated on H4, not included with my wife.
That's right. That's a key point here.
Yeah, and I have another question, sir, related to H4 EAD. Is that the automatic extension applicable for my wife? She got the visa stamped in July 2023, latest visa stamped. And her EAD also expired May 2024. H4 EAD.
And when is the H4 expiring? You said the I-94?
I-94 is in June, but
June of which
visa expiring June 2024.
Okay, and the visa expiration is when?
Is May 2024.
June 24, May 2024. I'm getting confused here.
No, visa or EAD is all till May 2024. But when she went for came back, I-94 is showing June 2024.
Only 1 month more than that of the visa.
Yes, yeah, just 1 month. Yeah,
okay,
correct.
so she's not, that 180-day rule is technically applicable only for that 30 days, not more than that.
Oh, the extension, automatic extension.
Only for that 30 days or whatever time that I-94 is saying, okay?
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much, sir. Understood. One more last question, sir. So, since my PD is 2015, is it suggested that EB1C can be done, like if my company agrees, or I have to move out? I'm trying to find ways to save my son, and I have 18, 20 years experience, 15 years with the same company which I'm working on H1. So is it suggestible to do EB1C with same company if they approve, or I have to move out to Canada and then have the EB1C?
For you to get the EB1C, you have to move to Canada or outside the country. There's no option. You becoming a manager here won't be good enough. 15, 20 years experience does not mean anything, guys. It doesn't qualify you for EB1C or it doesn't qualify you EB1. Okay? Experience is just you're telling you're old. Okay? Not good.
Yeah, got it.
Not good.
Thank
EB1C requires that you must work outside.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for calling us. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Okay, let's take our next caller. Okay, caller with number ending in. Let's see who our next caller is. Caller with number ending in 0165. 0165, we're ready for you now. Please press *6 and 8 to unmute your line. Hello? Caller with number ending in 0165. All right. Let's take another caller. Okay, this is hello?
Okay, caller number ending.
Call in user 1.
Hi.
Hello?
Hi. Can you hear me?
Hi, sir. Yes, sir, we can hear you, sir. Please go ahead with your question. Oh, looks like they've gone on mute as well. Sir, can you please press *6 to unmute your line?
Can you hear me now?
Hello? Yes, sir, I can hear you now.
Can you hear me now?
I can. Go ahead.
Thanks, Rahul and Nikhil. I'm a Indian-born Australian citizen, and I'm coming to US on L1 visa next month. I just
L1. You said L1.
Yes, L1. So I'm just asking. I don't have any question. I'm just asking. What is the? I based on the current queue for green card. I know it's a lifetime journey to get a green card for Indian-born nationals. Even I'm Australian citizen. What's your opinion or suggestions? Maybe what should I don't do and do's and don't do's? If you give me some suggestions on
so you are coming on L1A, L1As, right? Is that what you said?
Yes, that's right. I'm coming on L1A and my wife and kids on L1B.
L2.
Yep.
Not L1, L2.
Sorry,
So
L2. Yeah, that's it.
so the best thing for you to do is to apply for the green card in EB1C category by your company.
Okay.
And it's not lifetime journey for you. It may be lifetime journeys for all the Indian-born people, most of the people, because you are in EB1C. You come into EB1 category, which is backlog only by 2 or 3 years.
Okay. Sorry, I think it's not L1A. For me, it's L1B. Yeah. That's L1B. That's L1B. That's right. Yeah.
Okay, you said your wife is coming in L1B, but which I corrected to L2. The best way probably would be for you is to convert into H-1B.
Okay.
And file the green card ASAP. Even when you are an L1B, you can file a green card application, okay? That's the best thing for you to stay in United States. Green card is a long journey, and keep following on the TVASIA will give you creative ideas. But for now, try to convert into H-1B and try to file the green card application immediately, okay?
Okay. So is there any way E3 visa for Australians, which is specific to Australian citizens, helps in this case? Or that's a useless?
It may help you if you don't get the H-1B at the end, though. But H-1B is much better than E3 visa, okay?
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's all I have. Yeah. Thank you both of you.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you for calling in.
Well, we got audiences from Australia.
Yeah, it's good to see that. Rahul, just a quick follow-up question on this. So a gentleman like this who's an Australian citizen but also Indian-born, when they do apply for an H-1B visa, do they come under like Australia's quota or do they still get counted under Indian quota?
Luckily for H-1B, there is no quota. They don't look into the color of the skin. They don't look into where you're born for the H-1B. But unlucky for him, though, when he gets to the green card, though, he will be considered as an Indian, which is bad.
Which is bad, okay.
Yeah.
So, but for H-1B, he might...
H-1B, they don't. Yeah. But he also raised another point. There is something called E3 visa, which is very similar to H-1B, but doesn't have to go through the lottery system.
Okay.
And that one, that's a H1, it's a very similar to H-1B, I would say, but does not go through the lottery system. So very similar to TN visa. It's E3 is only for Australian nationals.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So any person who is from Australian citizen, even if the guy is born in India, are eligible for the E3 visa. Then you may question it, what is this? Why? What's going on? So here is the principle. For the non-immigrant visas, all non-immigrant visas, like H1, O1, P1, Q1, whatever, the person will be looked into based on the passport he has.
Okay.
When it comes to the green card, though, they look into where you're born.
Okay.
Don't look into Martin Luther King, the guy who lived very near to your Atlanta, where he said, I dream of the world of not caring about where color of the skin or where you're born, okay? When it comes to the immigration, you are discriminated based on the national religion, okay?
Okay, got it. So in this gentleman's case then, sir, is getting that E3 visa a better option or is it still an H-1B?
H-1B is a better option for him. Why? Because from E3 visa to green card, they cannot do it though.
Oh.
Okay, so eventually he may want to get the green card. E3 must have an intention only to temporarily stay in the United States. If he files a green card application, though, he may not get the E3 extension.
Oh, okay, got it. Sir, is this similar to the
TN.
arrangement that US has with Canada as well?
Exactly right, Nitya, you're right. Very similar to TN visa.
Okay. So then, for people who are considering Canadian citizenship while waiting for, while waiting to get into the US and stuff, then you still recommend an H-1B then? But they'll be coming in as
If they
Canadian.
have an option between H-1B and TN, always H-1B.
Always H-1B. Okay. That makes sense now. Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for that.
Thank
All
you.
right. And I know we have a ton of people in the waiting room as well as on our live chat. But unfortunately, how much ever we try, we always seem to run out of time. And our program is one such where people do love to keep calling us, and we love that too. So Rahul Garu, thank you so much for being on the show today, Andy, and for answering all the questions patiently. We really appreciate that from Tvasiatelugu.
Thank you.
And to all our viewers, we'll be back same time, same place next week. So please call us, bring us your questions. We'll try to take as many as we can. We do love having you on the show. So come back with the same zeal and rigor with your questions, and we will answer them next week. And until then, have a great and safe week. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much.